tried manifesting, vision boards, affirmations, meditations, but nothing seems to change. It's not because you're doing it wrong. It's because your nervous system may not feel safe to receive what you're asking for. Here's the truth. There is nothing wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're not meant to do the thing that you are doing or that you don't deserve it. It is because your nervous system, shaped by trauma, doesn't feel safe to receive what you are asking for. And today, I want to break this down for you, because once you understand how trauma interferes with manifesting what you want, everything changes. Trauma doesn't just live in the past. It lives in your body, in your nervous system. Your thoughts and emotions have been trained by your trauma, your traumatic past. And this is why you might be having difficulty manifesting what you want. You can tell yourself all day, I'm worthy of love, I'm worthy of success. But if your nervous system is wired for survival and not for success, it will quietly reject or sabotage those desires. Because on some level, your body doesn't believe it's safe. Maybe you want love, but every time someone gets close to you, you push them away. Maybe you dream of a successful business, but as soon as things start to grow, you freeze and stop showing up. I know this all too well. My income as a coach dropped drastically after I made $50,000 in 1 month. My nervous system didn't feel it's safe to receive all this money in one go. I did not feel it safe to receive all this money when it was easy to do so. Every time I hit success, I sabotaged myself. I quit. I compared myself. I doubted. I told myself I was bored. When you feel like quitting, or when things are not working out for you the way you would have hoped, or when you feel like you hit a wall in your business, I want you to know you are not a failure. And here's why. If you have experienced trauma, and this can take many forms, when you grow up with trauma, your body learns to live in fight, flight, or freeze. Your body is always bracing for the next blow, the next rejection by the ones you love that are supposed to protect and love you. You're always bracing yourself for the next disappointment. If as a child you were told, for example, over and over to be quiet, or your opinion was always dismissed, or you're crazy, your ideas are so crazy and you are laughed at, as an adult, you feel that you cannot express yourself fully. Psychologists call this invalidation, and it chips away at trust in yourself. As an adult, you will carry that childhood trauma forward. As a child, you would have learned to mistrust yourself and will carry this mistrust as you grow older. As adults, we don't forget what happened to us when we were children. But we carry it in our bodies. We carry it in our subconscious. And here's the thing. Manifestation requires trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in your intuition. Trust in what your soul is calling you for. As your nervous system has learned to live in a fight, flight, or freeze, it cannot relax into trusting yourself. If you have deep developmental trauma, your nervous system, even as an adult, is still wired for survival and not for success. Your nervous system is busy scanning for danger. The nervous system has no concept of time and place, so it's like acting like the trauma is still happening to you right now. Survival mode and creation cannot coexist. So if you have been feeling stuck, if you have been feeling like you cannot manifest anything, in fact, you are manifesting totally the opposite of what you want, it is not because you are not a good person. It is not because you are not enough. It is not because something is wrong with you, or you are doing something wrong, or you don't deserve it. It is because your body and your subconscious is behaving the only way it knows. The only way it has been trained to behave. It is your nervous system trying to protect you. Your nervous system is like an alarm system. It can get activated anytime and distract your flow. And it will happen. Your nervous system will inevitably get activated. When you get triggered, these are the moments that you don't abandon yourself anymore. In these moments, more than ever, you need to love yourself more and more. When we talk about manifestation, it isn't about positive thinking. It's about alignment, when all parts of your body are saying yes. Think of it this way. Your mental body, your thoughts says, I'm ready for this. Your emotional body, your feelings, feels calm and excited instead of anxious or doubtful. Your physical body, your actual nervous system feels safe, open and energized rather than tight, restless or shut down. And your soul body, the deep inner knowing, whispers, this is right for me. When your four bodies are in harmony, you're in flow. That's when manifestation feels natural, effortless. But trauma pulls these bodies out of sync. Your mind might be saying, I want this, but your emotions are saying, I don't feel safe. Your body is tense. Your soul feels disconnected. And when you're fragmented like this, it's almost impossible to create what you desire because part of you is still in survival mode, holding you back. That's why the work isn't about pushing harder or working harder. It's about loving yourself back into alignment, bringing your mind, emotions, body and soul back together so they can work as one. You want to start releasing the resistance from your nervous system so you can get back into flow and alignment in the now. This is where creation happens, in the now. Creation from the soul level cannot happen when our nervous system is erratic. So regulating the nervous system becomes the most important aspect of this trauma healing journey. Even if you are achieving success, your nervous system might not let you keep it. And here's why so many go wrong. When manifestation doesn't work, you blame yourself. You might say, I must not be high vibe enough, or I must be doing something wrong. And that shame keeps you even more in stuckness. But here's the truth. You don't beat yourself back into flow. You love yourself back into flow. Compassion is the bridge. Healing isn't about forcing yourself to be positive. It's about creating safety and gentleness inside so that your body feels ready to expand. And that's why the present moment matters so much. Flow doesn't exist in the past. That's where trauma lives. Flow doesn't exist in the future. That's where fear and worry live. Flow only exists here, now, in this breath. When you come back into the present moment, your nervous system relaxes. You step into alignment. You become open to receiving. That's the state where manifestation actually happens. So today I want to give you one simple tool you can start using right now. I call it the Breathe into Flow exercise. Here's how it works. When you notice you're feeling anxious or you have massive self-doubt or you're feeling stuck, stop. Place the hand on your belly. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now with the next in-breath, breathe slowly here. Feel the temperature of the air as it's coming through your nostrils. And with the next breath out, feel the temperature of the air going out through your nostrils. And repeat again and again for at least 3 times. The trick here is to feel the subtle air at the top of your lips, under your nose. Focus on this and you will see how this can quieten the mind. This will bring you back into presence. Do this every single time you're feeling anxious. It works extremely well when you wake up in the middle of the night and you cannot go back to sleep. If you want to download my 5 minutes Breathe into Flow practice where I take you through it, please click here and you'll receive the download. That moment of self-love shifts your nervous system from survival into safety. From that sense of safety, you are allowing the energy to flow again. The energy of courage. When you step into courage, you are moving from being powerless to being fully in your power. So if manifestation hasn't worked for you before, please hear this. It's not because you are broken or because you are unworthy. It's because your body has been protecting you. But with love, presence, and small daily practices, you can come back into flow and from there create the life you've been dreaming of. And if this video spoke to you today, please subscribe to my channel because I'm sharing more raw, real videos about trauma, healing, and reinvention. We're on this journey together, one step at a time. And I'll see you in the next video.